Hey, yo, the Denver Nuggets might be the surprise team of the NBA this year. I think maybe them, Indiana. Yo, how about the Denver Nuggets? They're 6th in the Western Conference right now. They lost Paul Millsap. He's been out for most of the first half of the season. He'll be back at some point. I mean, look at the guys that are leading them right now. You're talking about, Gary Harris, who, I'm not going to lie, I was not high on Gary Harris. I thought Gary Harris was starting to look like a bust out of Michigan State. I know he can shoot, but he's not good enough to be a shooter that's going to command minutes if he's not doing other things on the court when you got a guy like Jamal Murray. They've kind of moved on from Emmanuel Mudiay. They're making Mudiay come off the bench now, and they're allowing Jamal Murray to kind of run this team. He's averaging 16 a game. Not an assist guy, but he's moving the basketball. They're kind of running the offense through Nikolai Jokic, who's averaging, 15.7 a game, 10 rebounds, and almost 5 assists. That's phenomenal basketball. Wilson Chandler's playing decent ball this year, better than what I expected he'd be playing. Plumlee has filled in for Millsap quite nicely. And don't look up now, but this Denver Nuggets team, a team that we've all looked up over the years and been like, yo, you guys can compete. Y'all got a lot of good players, no great players, but a lot of good players. Hey, man, they might be a handful in the first round. And by the way, let me please give some credit to somebody, even though he's from Baltimore, Maryland. Salute to Will Barton. He's a Memphis product of me. He played at the U of M, and he represented the Memphis culture, having another phenomenal year coming off that Denver Nuggets bench. He was in Portland for a year or two. They didn't want him. They took him for granted. Now he's averaging about 15 a game for this Denver Nuggets team. Portland chose Evan Turner over Will Barton. That was a huge mistake, and I'm so happy for Will Barton lining it up, helping the Nuggets get to this 6th spot in the Western Conference. And hey, man, they win enough games to be relevant. And if Portland's not going to take a spot, if some of these bottom feeders in the Western Conferences are not going to take a spot, Denver might be able to stick around. And look, the Clippers are 9th right now. I don't expect them to make a huge run. The Pelicans are 19-19. They're 500. They'll probably stay around that all season. Utah, they're depending on a rookie to lead them. Phoenix is terrible. Sacramento, Dallas, Memphis, and LA are all terrible teams this year. Hey, man, Denver might stay in that playoff hunt, and they might mess around, be 6th seed, 5th seed, and that's really good for this franchise, and that's definitely a step in the right direction.
I want to salute you, homie, for building your own thing and doing your own thing, creating your own platform, your own website.
I got one life to live out my dreams, and I'm giving this thing all I got. I interview celebrities. I talk sports. I represent the culture.
Right now you're turning up on Itsmrtaliaferro.com, shawty.